hydration is a must. Yeah, man. So welcome back to the channel. You know, it's the Easy Guy. I'm back with another video. Today we're in the gutters era and we're gonna travel from there into Santa Cruz. So big up on yourself and which part I watch from, yard or abroad. Big up on yourself because I never have a day so, but you choose to click on a video and you choose to watch. So may I give a thanks said way because you don't know. So this road is a part of the major corridor on the south coast that links the east to the west. So when you think about south coast, you have to travel through this area. One of the first things that I want you to do before we take on this journey is to like the video. If you don't do anything else, just like the video. Just give a thumbs up, man. Yeah, man, manners and respect. Just I'll take a couple seconds and me I go wait. Yeah, man. Alright, you see it? Easy something that. And if you don't mind, when you subscribe as well, I may also want you to touch the notification bell. Yeah, so when you do that, you know, that makes you one of the first persons to receive a notification whenever time I upload a new video. Yeah, man. So with that out of the way, we can continue on the trad. Alright? So we're presently at the Mid-Island Texaco gas station in Gutters. That's where we are right now. Mid-Island right now is so strategically located, so it's like a central stop for everybody. And it opens up until the wee hours of the night. They may even have deli, gas station, Minimart, Knoxwood Express, Bill Express, MoneyGram, and they may even have a club upstairs. Yeah, man, one stop for everybody. So may I say a special welcome to all who's watching right now. It's a joy having you. Thanks for sharing time, space and energy with us. You could have been somewhere else but you chose to be here. I appreciate that. Yes. So as we are traveling, you will observe it is a steady decline downhill. And this hill descends down into the Pepper region. This is Sunday morning, so you know that traffic is not as much as it would be during the weekdays. Yeah, so this area of the community is kind of underdeveloped as it relates to housing infrastructure because of its terrain. But as I move downhill, you observe structures erected in the lower areas. So we're moving into the Pepper region right now. If you notice a little patchwork happened right here, this area of the road was very bad. Yeah, man, the road kind of smooth right now. You know, says Sundays is generally the perfect day for rehabilitation of roadways because you know you have less traffic to contend with. Yeah, so if you're paying keen attention on the left side of the roadway, you see the soft shoulder. Yeah, some work is being done there by NWC. Yeah, they are laying trunk mains to take water from in this region, in the Pepper region, into Mandeville, Manchester. Yeah, this is necessary because the water pressure in Mandeville is very low. So you have to push water uphill from this region into Mandeville to supply that community with adequate water. It's a large project and millions of dollars were invested into this project. Right now it is near completion. So as we move closer and closer into that region where the wells are and the pumping station, you'll see more visible signs of caution and heavy equipment along the roadway. Yeah, so in this region on the right there's a road known as Well Road. That's where you have the wells and the first pumping station, the major pumping station. So on Well Road where you have the water source, they recently dug another well, so they have 3 wells there now, and also has installed 3 pumps. Yeah, so those pumps are capable of lifting the volume of water that is needed to supply the Mandeville community and its environs. So you know, in a commercial and medical district as Mandeville is, the need for water is greater than in other areas, and the fact that several areas within the Mandeville region is being built out, so it becomes necessary for that upgrade. We are still within the Pepper region, and this area is much more developed as compared to the area that we are just coming from. What you will find is that there are several off-roads on either side of this roadway that leads into small communities. Here in this area is mostly residential. There is not much commercial activity taking place in this part of the community. But when you move into the Goshen area, then you will see visible signs of commercial activity taking place over in that region. So we take a right turn at that sign marked Country Wholesome Country to go into a community known as Fantiland. So we are now moving into the Goshen area, moving from Pepper into the Goshen area right now. This area is actually more developed than in the Pepper region. On the left, right here, there's a sign that says Friendship Oaks. There's a NHT development going on in that region. I am not sure exactly where in there, but I will find out, and I will actually explore that area and give you a video of that area as well. So guys, Goshen itself is like about 5 to 7 minutes from the Gutters area, and also about 8 minutes from Santa Cruz town. Yeah, somewhere there about. Depends on how fast you drive and depends on the traffic congestion on the road. Yeah, so Goshen is basically kind of centralized between those 2 town areas. In Goshen right here, there's also the one and only gated community in the Goshen region, and it cannot be hidden. So we are coming up on that right now. So right there on the left, Howard Acres, yeah, that's the gated community within the Goshen area. It's a very nice community. Phase 1 has already been completed, and they are now building out phase 2. There are still houses available over there for sale. They do not do lots, they do standard units, 2-bedroom houses, and if it is that you want your house to be built to specification, then you can dialogue with the developers of this housing development, so you can eke out a deal as to how you want your house to be built out according to specification. But of course, you know it will come at an additional cost, so that can be negotiated with the developers. Yes guys, so as I said earlier, this is a Sunday morning, so you will not find much traffic on this roadway unless of course there is some major activity taking place. Outside of commercial and residential buildings, you will also find institution. You have the Goshen Primary School, primary and infant, is located in this region. You also have churches. You do have an Adventist and a Moravian church across from each other along this stretch. So if you notice, there are some vehicles in the distance. So coming up right here, some vehicles, and it's obvious that an activity is taking place over on the grounds of the Adventist church. That seems to be a funeral taking place over there. Yes, also in this area you have the post office. That's a red and cream building on the left. Yeah, that's the post office. So guys, we are still in the Goshen area. This community is a large community. It spans a large area. You know, so even though you might not see a lot of houses on the main, but when you make the turnoffs, there's a lot of communities with major developments in those regions. Yeah, so there's a housing development here on the right before I reach this yellow house. Yeah, a nice community around there. And coming up on this corner as well, there is the Goshen Sporting Complex. It also has a cemetery close by. Yeah, so we are actually leaving the Goshen area now, and we are heading into a small area, small community known as Wilton. At that junction, you can take a right turn at that junction to go into Braze River, go into Balaclava, and all of those communities leading off. Yeah, so there's a hardware on the right within this Wilton community, and immediately as you pass the hardware, you take a right turn right here. That right turn takes you into, as I said before, Braze River, Balaclava, Bogue, and all the communities leading off. Carry back all the way around, even onto Appleton, in that region, Magati. You know, it can take you over into St. James, also into Trelawney. Yeah, this road that would make that left turn at Wilton can take you into all of those places. One thing with Jamaican roads, guys, all of these roads are connected. So anywhere you go, you can find a road that takes you to somewhere. It's very rare that you will find a dead end on any community that you may enter, you know, unless it is a gated community. You know, so there's a one-way in or a one-way out of that community. But anywhere else in Jamaica you want to find, you can find it. And as the saying goes, Jamaicans can't last. Before them last, them ask question. Remember me tell you that. So anywhere in Jamaica you want to go, there's a road to take you where. The network in Jamaica, the road network, is very vast. Alright, so we have a couple little stars on the left side there, so we recently put up. There's a little road there that leads into a community. I'm not sure what the name of that community. I'm not sure where it leads to, but obviously it connects to somewhere. Yeah, so those stalls, they sell like fruits and vegetables. So if you need fruits and vegetables, you can make a one-stop right there to get fresh fruits and vegetables. And also grown provisions, because I saw grown provisions there. So on the right coming up, as soon as you go around these deep corners, there are two funeral homes on the right. Yeah, so you can see them right here. Yeah man, so them coming up on the right here. These are two funeral homes. Benton another one. And when you go around this corner, you go into a community known as Lovely Point. There's a junction on the left that takes you into Northampton. And that Northampton road can take you into Myersville, Monroe, Junction. Any one of the communities that are within that area, that road can take you there. Because as I said before, the roads are connected. All Jamaican roads are connected. So any road that you take will take you somewhere that you want to go. And as I said before, you can't last. So before you last, you ask pass. Yeah, according to old people. You ask pass, man. Nothing wrong with that. And that's one thing Jamaican not afraid to do. Jamaican is not afraid to ask questions. Yeah. Yeah, so moving on from Lovely Point now, we're moving into the Glencoe region. And Glencoe is on the outskirts of Santa Cruz really. So it's a little hilly area. Yeah, it's a little descent down into Santa Cruz, and you have the Glencoe housing scheme on the right. You also have a gated community, a small gated community after you pass this car mart on the left, known as Joyd Estate. Yeah, so this right here is Joyd Estate on the left, and we're descending now down into the Longwood region. So Longwood also has a housing scheme on the left. Yeah, it has a housing scheme on the left known as Longwood Estate, and there's also immediately after you pass Longwood Estate, which is right here, yellow scheme, there's also another little community known as Longwood Gardens. So Longwood Gardens is right there. Alright, so moving further down now, you have Olive Park on the right. So you take a right turn right here to go into Olive Park, and moving further down on the left, right here, after you pass the Black Factory, there's a road that takes you into Beadles Boulevard. Yes guys, so there's a lot of schemes in this area, and trust me, you will be surprised to know how large these schemes are. When you drive onto these roads, you will be surprised. So coming up on the right is another scheme, but the sign has been destroyed. It's not a large scheme. It's basically comprised of like some contemporary buildings. Yeah, so it is not low class, it is not upper class. It is more in the middle range, you know. And if you need like housing solutions, you can find them there, rentals and all of that. Yeah, in that region. So we're descending into the town area of Santa Cruz now. Entering into the town area of Santa Cruz. Coming up is a right turn, and that right turn is the bypass, the Santa Cruz bypass. So it eliminates the traffic congestion within the town area of Santa Cruz. So you travel on that road to get rid of that congestion that you would normally encounter traveling through the town of Santa Cruz. On the left right there is St. Elizabeth Technical in the yellow and blue. It also holds a EAZI-GUY campus as well. Alright, so we're entering further down into the town area now. Yeah, so right about now we are on Main Street. We are on Main Street in Santa Cruz. Generally on a weekday you would have a lot of traffic going into Santa Cruz. Traffic would have actually started from all the way up in the Longwood region to go into the town area of Santa Cruz, but not today because today is Sunday. Yeah, so passing on the left right here is KFC. Yeah, KFC on the left. It is not yet open, so therefore you will not see any traffic over there because it is still early morning. Just passing the bus park on the left, and right ahead of us there is the first stoplight, but we're not gonna go through that stoplight. We're gonna take a right turn onto the Rubis gas station. So Rubis was recently damaged by the passage of Hurricane Melissa. It is up and running again. Yeah, and if you notice, when you drive onto the compound right here, you'll notice that there are still plyboards at sections of it, and you also notice that you have taxis parked along this area on the compound of the Rubis gas station, because that's where they load from to go into Mandeville. They no longer go over in the bus park on Sundays. Thanks for watching guys, catch you in another video.